So here's a compilation of my invasions from this past week. You're going to notice a bunch of different type of strategies that I've used. In this one, it's a hide and smash invasion. I'm hiding as this little deer. And how unassuming would it be that a deer would turn into a human and then smash you off of a chain? It's not quite possible, so nobody really fathoms it. But enjoy this banger along with a whole bunch of others. Now I'm going to be honest with you here. This host actually defeated me earlier, and now I've gotten a chance to get back at him. He used the Rivers of Blood last time and it was a pain in the neck. So I've got my buckler this time to try to parry it. Sometimes it's quite annoying if they know how to use it properly, but here he doesn't. You block twice and parry the third swing, done. In this invasion, I've used the area's enemies to help me out. When it's a furled finger friend and a host and other things, the odds are stacked against you. But when you have a giant falling star beast to help, it works quite nicely. Unfortunately, I got smacked a few times by it, but it was basically like my big puppy dog. And now, I had him sick, these guys. So this video was actually even longer than what you're going to see right now, but it's quite worth the watch. and just to see how hosts react sometimes. This guy has no idea where I am. Even if it looks like he might know, he doesn't. And you'll get to see exactly what happens. I've sped it up so that you don't have to go through the pain and anguish that I did of waiting through this entire moment. But just wait, it's a good one. So sometimes I like to just watch the host and their friends defeat the enemies that are in the area. In this case, it is a tree sentinel, and I just wanted to see if they could actually defeat him. Unfortunately, spoiler alert, the friend dies, but the host, he lives, and I get to fight him. Alright, so these guys were absolutely awesome, and to be honest, I had no plan of killing them whatsoever, and I didn't, but you're going to be blown away about how dumb this host is. The amount of times that he fell through cracks or whatever, and finally falls to his death. Watch the whole thing, it's crazy. Oh, this was a fun one. I transformed myself into this tree and I waited in one of the only branches you could really traverse across, and I'm waiting for this host and his furl-finger friend. The host was smart enough to send his friend across first, and I waited patiently. As I'm watching this guy, I actually thought that he was going to possibly smash me, and he just went right by, and I made sure of it. As I watched him go by, I waited for the host, and here he is, so confident, so ready, and then I smashed him off the branch. The friend was ticked that he tried to hit me with an arrow, but he missed. So when you're transforming into different things using the Mimic's Veil, if you don't have the right weapon equipped, then when you go to switch into that weapon or hold it, you actually break out of whatever you turned into. So in this case, I had to get out of that rat, whatever that was that I was hiding as, and then turn myself into this pot after holding the Star Scourge Greatsword. And as I'm waiting here, I know exactly what's going to happen. These guys are going to try to come up here, try to hurt me, and then with L2, I'm able to pull them right off of the platform and kill them. You'll see. That's it. I love that. So easy. So here's a little trick that I like to do. I change myself into whatever it might be in the area, and the only reason I'm doing that, like these guys can obviously see that I'm approaching them, but they have no idea what weapon I'm holding. And what I like to do is smash them with an L2 attack from some powerful weapon, such as this, out of nowhere. They don't know it's coming, and there the host is vanquished. I normally love this trick because of what I could do at the end of this video, where it's typical for me to lead these guys to an elevator and then smash all of them off. I didn't quite get to do that this time because the host did something really stupid, and I ended up winning anyway.
Hey!
So I've missed my opportunity, as you see, but it didn't matter, because this guy fell off the cliff anyway. In all fairness, it is quite dark for some reason down here. Here is another perfect example of hiding your weapon when you transform into something. In this case, I was a deer. And then this hunter smashes me from behind, and the host gets into that little chamber where you can't open the door over here. But fortunately, this weapon has a giant AoE, and I was able to yank him in and kill him from the other side of the wall. Host vanquished. Unfortunately, I lost this invasion, but it was so worth it. couldn't make out heads or tails. Who was the host in this one? Everyone said host. Even other phantoms that were coming through, they are the host. The friend is the host. The host is the host. Who is the host? Fortunately, me and this other invader, we take them both out. Ah, another great use of these Star Scourge greatswords. I'm telling you, if you don't use them, just keep them somewhere in your inventory for such a time as this. Alright, I'll admit I spammed this way too much in this invasion, but it was quite fun. Watch what happens. And lastly, we have another Rivers of Blood fan. These guys are so annoying. But after the first two strikes, that parry comes in, the critical hit is great, and the host is vanquished. I hope that you've enjoyed all of these. It is so much fun to invade, and if you don't invade, you should try it. I'm the Elden Dad. Like and subscribe.